Hi there. Today I'm going to talk about why, for a brand, consistent engagement is the key to branding. To begin with, let me tell you that branding is not like a sprint, it is rather like a marathon. It needs to be consistent and managed for a really long time. If you think that branding is all about running one campaign and getting the benefits out of it, you are completely wrong. That could be the case for a campaign, but that is never the case for brand credibility, brand authenticity. You need to really think for consistent terms of engagement. The reason why I brought this up today is because currently in the market scenario, all the brands, all of us business owners have been consistently approached by the PR companies. Somebody is doing a video talk show, other person feels like starting a podcast, the third one is looking for a contest, and somebody is really working hard on one single campaign, which could be around the Women's Day or some any other purpose or cause for that matter. The reason we are talking about this today is because branding needs to be consistent. If you think that doing something one time will really help you generate income, that's not the case. Maybe you will create a one time hype, but that's marketing, that's not branding. Why we are discussing about it, why it is important to be consistent, because if we look at the kind of content which has been posted every day on www, if we look at the kind of businesses who are embracing digital marketing and coming on the social spaces per day, we should know what is the competition like. Everybody is trying to fill in the space which you are carrying as a brand. So, if you're working on the PR strategy for your business, if you're working on creating a YouTube space or a podcast space, if you're thinking of creating a social media marketing or an influencer strategy, make sure that it really goes long term. I have spoken about the high money marketing and no money marketing tools before also. And that is what my idea is. Make sure that whenever you are indulging into branding, you have at least a 12 months plan. You can always create a 12 months plan by being strategic about it. Maybe your customer likes to engage offline. You need not be online. If your customer is there on LinkedIn, you need not spend your money on Instagram. If your customer looks for content which is Instagram worthy, do not spend time and effort writing a blog, but focus on one thing and be consistent there. Branding certainly is all about being consistency wherever you do. There are brands which have embraced two social spaces and they are doing wonderfully well on those spaces. At the same time, there are brands which embrace everything at one go and then just disappear. That's not how branding works. To give you an example, we have brands which are indulging into customer engagement at all the platforms. They do little things, they do small things, but they do it very consistently. When I say consistent, it's been 5 6 years they've been doing it. And it is not about being the same thing, because we all know that in marketing and branding, sameness sucks. And what do they do to do things differently? They do things into batches, but they make sure that they are always engaging with their customers. They always find ways of engaging with the customers. At the same time, they as a brand believe in creating solid foundations and associations in terms of collaborations. You can also indulge into activities which are not very high on marketing budget, but make sure that you are always high on consistency when it comes to branding. So if you are looking for a PR budget, make sure that you have a budget to do the same for 12 months. Do not be myopic and spend in one advertisement and after that there goes the entire budget and you do not have anything left to spend on your branding. Make sure that you hire an expert who can actually help you with a media plan, who can tell you what works strategically well for your consumer base. Maybe that the tools you're buying for your uh, branding are not the ones which are useful for your customer base. So before you get into branding, before you get into marketing campaigns and associations, do the budgeting part, have a media plan, and then do the strategy accordingly. But let me say it one more time, if it is about branding, make sure you're planning for a marathon and not a sprint. It really needs to go a long way. Work on this, and if you still have some doubts and you are really trying hard to fit your things into a phased manner, you can always get in touch with me or my team, and we would help you really do a consistent brand plan. Or rather, we can wait and actually have the budget to do things in the correct manner. So I will be back with more brand growth ideas. Until then, happy branding.